9 good reasons to live in Lisbon. For several years, the Portuguese capital has been regularly nominated among the best cities to go to live there, and it is justified. Indeed, Lisbon has exceptional assets and does not have to be ashamed of other European capitals, whether in terms of heritage, infrastructure, or quality of life. Choosing which city to expatriate to is just as, or more important than choosing the country. And if Portugal is your favorite destination, then Lisbon will have to be on your list when making the decision. In order to motivate you and help you prepare for this project, I am Lisbob, the expatriate's assistant, and I reveal to you the 9 good reasons to live in Lisbon. Before getting started, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and download the free Lisbob application to receive the latest videos and exclusive news. It's done, so let's go. 1. Architecture and heritage. Lisbon has an exceptional architecture and heritage, which the city has managed to preserve and develop. Although the terrible earthquake of 1755 was destroyed much of the city, many places have survived, such as the Tower of Belém or the Geronimo Monastery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city center also has its own identity with facades made of azulejos, these small tiles intended to keep the interior cool and to beautify the streets. The sidewalks, too, the Portuguese calçada, a true art in its own right dating from the 19th century, with its millions of small black and white cobblestones, are part of the city's heritage. The Lisbon metro stations are also worth visiting. They are some of the most beautiful and original in Europe, and some like Olaya's are true works of art. In short, living in Lisbon is the assurance of being able to enjoy quality architecture and heritage. 2. The Atlantic. The beaches of the Atlantic Ocean are barely 30 minutes from Lisbon, and having them nearby offers you an exceptional living environment. The beaches are of fine sand, and the water is very little polluted. In addition, the waves in the Lisbon region are ideal for surfing, which is far from being the case with all beaches in Europe. Caparica, Guincho, Ericeira. So many legendary names that will delight expats in need of beaches with breathtaking landscapes. Note that one of the peculiarities of Portugal is that the ocean waters are cold, even very cold. This is not the Mediterranean, and you'll have to think twice before you jump in headlong. Living in Lisbon means having the ocean and all its advantages at your fingertips. 3. Cost of living. Although Lisbon is the largest city in Portugal, the cost of living is cheaper than in most European capitals. Even though rent prices have risen sharply in recent years, catching up with other major cities on the continent, daily expenses are lower. Public transport is affordable. Food is particularly inexpensive, whether in markets or restaurants, and it is possible to go out with friends without spending a lot. It is quite possible to live decently in Lisbon, even with a modest salary, but without splurging. 4. Infrastructures. Lisbon is a capital which has all the essential infrastructures for a great European capital. Even though the economic crisis has left its mark, the city has been able to revitalize its building stock while continuing to develop its facilities and capitalize on its existing heritage. The 2 bridges that span the Tagus, that of April 25th and that of Vasco da Gama, are living proof of Portuguese know-how. The modern district of Oriente, with its magnificent train station, the new museum located in Belém, or its ever-expanding metro network, make Lisbon a capital that does not have to be ashamed of its neighbors. Before tackling the next point, let me remind you that the first and most important step to take before moving to Portugal is to obtain your NIF, your Portuguese tax number. Without your NIF, it's impossible to work, find accommodation, or open a bank account. I can do this for you, remotely, and in just a few clicks. You will find the link in the description below. 5. The points of view. How to talk about Lisbon without talking about its points of view. Called miradouros in Portuguese, there are many in the Portuguese capital, and they allow you to discover the city of 7 hills from a different angle each time, scattered in every neighborhood, whether in Alfama, Graça, or in Bairro Alto. Its views are often an opportunity to take a break with friends and enjoy a terrace and a sunset. It is not uncommon to hear music and sometimes fado, the only thing that will cover a silence conducive to reflection and relaxation. In short, watchtowers are part of the very identity of Lisbon, and each unique point of view will tell you its story and offer you the Portuguese capital under a unique eye. 6. Destinations at your fingertips. Lisbon is unique in that it has its airport very close to the city center, which makes it easy to get there by taxi or metro. The Portuguese capital offers a selection of low-cost flights throughout Europe throughout the year. In addition, it is possible to visit the Portuguese islands by direct flight from Lisbon. The Azores archipelago or the island of Madeira, regularly cited among the best destinations in the world, await you and are only a few hours from the Portuguese capital. And if you don't mind spending time on a plane, then you can also visit former Portuguese colonies like Angola or Cape Verde, or cross the Atlantic and visit Brazil. Living in Lisbon means having hundreds of destinations close at hand. 7. Nightlife. Lisbon doesn't have much to envy other European capitals when it comes to nightlife. Although the city is smaller than Berlin or Amsterdam, it will be possible to find happiness when it comes to going out. Whether it is bars, concert halls, nightclubs, or theaters, revelers and night owls will be able to enjoy the Portuguese capital and its many places. Cais do Sodré and its nightclubs, the Bairro Alto with its endless bars, or institutions such as Lux Fragile. In short, living in Lisbon is the guarantee not to be bored at night. 8. Lisbon Valley. Lisbon has set itself the ambition of being one of the most dynamic cities in the field of startups, and for several years it has hosted the Web Summit, a great technological mass. An ecosystem conducive to digital nomads and entrepreneurs has developed in the Portuguese capital, to the point of being considered a European Silicon Valley, the Lisbon Valley. Lisbon therefore presents itself as a destination of choice for digital nomads and entrepreneurs, because they offer them many advantages and infrastructures, hubs, fab labs, startup accelerators, and above all, the strong community make Lisbon the ideal place to undertake and launch your idea. It is easy to meet other digital nomads or entrepreneurs there and create a network there. And why not be successful? 9. Gastronomy. Lisbon is a city that will spoil your taste buds. You will easily find quality food for all budgets. When eating in a restaurant in Lisbon, you will be struck by the freshness of the ingredients on offer, often displayed on display so that passers-by can see the quality of the products used before entering. Portuguese cuisine is made up of fairly simple but very tasty dishes, and Lisbon offers cuisine influenced by the Atlantic, with an emphasis on the use of fish. There are also Indian, Japanese, and African touches, a heritage of ancient conquests, and Portugal's relationship. The quality of the products used partly explains this success, but it is above all due to the traditional know-how specific to the country that the gastronomy is so good. You now know 9 good reasons to move to Lisbon. We could, of course, have given you more, such as street art, the human size of the city, the joie de vivre of Lisbon people, or even Monsanto Park. But it would be impossible to address them all in a video, and everyone must discover their own good reasons for moving to Lisbon. To find out more, you can consult our library in English. There is necessarily a guide for your project. And go to my lisbob.net site to discover my services and tools and make your expatriation a successful project. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to receive my exclusive new videos, and leave your questions and comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please feel free to like it and share it with your loved ones. And in the meantime, see you soon.